The morning mindset is a magnet. What is it attracting every day? Have you ever wondered? Let me unpack this to you. Every day morning when you wake up, do you submit to the notifications of your mobile phone, or the mood in the house, or the social media updates, or the news in the newspaper, or even while going towards your office, the mess in the traffic? What is influencing you, and what does your morning mindset attracts in the first very couple of hours of the day? My dear friends, welcome to the Ajay Pandya Show, built for high achievers. And today we are going to talk about the outer operating system of the high achievers. We talked about the high achievers operating system, part 1, as inner operating system. You can tune back to the episode number 5 and listen to that, understand more about how the inner operating system of a high achiever works. So now today we're talking about how the outer operating system works, and in that your morning plays a very, very crucial role. So how does your morning works? Your morning mindset is a magnet, but the energy of that magnet is programmed in the previous day. Listen to this. Your morning mindset is a magnet which is pre-programmed by the energy of your previous day, by the energy of the planning of your previous day, and the performance of your previous day. And how you ended your day, that is going to define what are you going to attract the next day morning. I always believe the more you study how the high achievers function, the more you study how high achievers function, you will be able to realize that high achievers do not start their day by planning your day. They do the planning in the previous day. We will come to this step by step while discussing about the 4 pillars of the outer operating system. But before we move forward, let me ask you a very important question. Do you know why more than 80% of people fail to achieve their goals, their dreams, or the milestones of their life? Do you know why? Because they don't rise to their goals, but they fall to their system. What do I mean? They do not rise to their goals, but do they fall to their systems? So what is the system that you have? Or you do not have any system? Do you understand, do you know and understand that not having a system also is a system in itself? Could be broken, could be distorted, could be dysfunctional, and giving you no result, no output, no outcome. So, more than 80% of people fail to achieve their goals and dreams in their life because they have ambitions, they have desires, but they do not follow the systems that high achievers follow day in, day out. Let's move further and build an integration of how actually the high achievers operating system works. Now, high achievers operating system builds on the philosophy or the idea of the inner operating system and the outer operating system. And it works as an infinity loop. Now, what do I mean? It works as an 8. You can imagine an 8. Or you can imagine as an infinity loop. Your inner operating system always influencing your outer operating system. And your outer operating system always create an impact on your inner operating system. How does that happen? Your inner operating system is based on the principles of building your identity. We discussed in our previous episode. And your outer operating system is a display of your personality, display of your performance, and display of the purpose you are working towards. When you start working on the inner you and your outer you shines, what do I mean by this? The more work that you do on the inner operating system, you are working on building your character. And the character you build inside, it creates the shine on the outside. Understand this. Your inner you and the outer you do not compete with each other. Your iOS, the inner operating system, and the outer operating system, your outer self, they don't compete with each other. They complement each other. If they compete, conflict arises. And if they complement, then the real high achievers operating system is being built. One is working on the identity and the intention and the connection with the heart, and the other is working on the direction, working on the action, working on the system, working on the execution, and creates the result you desire. This is how this works in a 8-shape infinity loop. So the integration of your iOS and your OOS, your inner operating system and your outer operating system, is so beautiful. It can give you the infinity power, the unlimited power potential that you have. You can access that unlimited power potential that you have inside you. You must work on this every single day by building your identity and by developing your outer self. Let me tell you about a small incident in my life. While having my coaching sessions with one of my clients, a very sharp and a successful professional shared with me one day that, Ajay, I do a lot of stuff. Every day I end up doing a lot of stuff, a lot of work, but you know what? I don't get that joy. I feel overwhelmed. I feel anxious. I don't feel that I'm completely productive enough. I asked him, okay, what do you do at the very morning when you start your day? And he narrated everybody's story. What do we do every morning? We wake up, we do our morning course, and we get onto our mobile phone, we do our regular stuff, go to the office, start working, or if it is work from home, further challenges. So we get on with the day. But at the beginning of this episode, I told you, I highlighted your morning mindset walks like a magnet. So the moment I told this statement to him, he told me, Ajay, can you elaborate? I told, listen, let me tell you that how the magnet works. You know that the magnet works with the energy that it has, right? So your morning mindset carries the energy that you stored the previous day. All right? Stores the energy the previous day. So what is crucial and important here? That in order to take control of your day, in order to make the most of your day, you must start working the previous day for creating that momentum. So don't just start your day, don't just start your morning the way it unfolds, but with a clear direction. So plan your previous day. So one of the points that I'll tell you shortly in my detailed explanation of the 4 pillars of the outer operating system, I'll talk to you about what you must do. Let us dive deeper now towards building that outer operating system. Let's discuss about those 4 pillars of your outer operating system. Okay? You understand the importance of the pillar to hold a bridge or a building for that matter. Those 4 pillars are: number 1, clarity of direction. Number 2, the action mode. Number 3, the system, daily operating system. And number 4 is absolute accountability. Let's go one by one in detail. Number 1, the clarity of direction. Direction comes when the decision about your dream is taken. The decision about your goal is taken. So the moment you have a clarity about the goal which you want to pursue, don't think about 365 days. Don't imagine about 1 year, 2 year, 3 years now. As I told you in one of my previous episodes, that focus on 100 days at a time. And this operating system works the best in 100 days. Every 100 days can get you an identity shift, can get you a change and a transformation in the way you think, feel, and behave. And you will get into that achievement zone. Instead of just working about one goal for the entire year, you can still be able to achieve 3 major goals in 300 days. 65 days are there in between. Take rest, relax, reboot, and rejuvenate. Do whatever you want to do. That's how high achievers operate. They do have room for their family, for their friends, and for fun in those 65 odd days. So those 300 days that I'm talking about, 3 major goals, 3 major milestones is achievable. Believing in that is the first step towards building the entire high achievers operating system. When I talked about the clarity of direction as the first pillar of the OOS, the outer operating system, start having a clear about the goal that you want to pursue. I also had talked about, while doing that, work on what truly matters to you and who you really want to become. These two things must be in an alignment. If what truly matters to you and who you truly want to become is not in alignment, then the direction that you will be working towards will be full of chaos. There will not be any clarity. So start working from this place. Jot down that one important goal, the milestone that you want to pursue for next 100 days. The second pillar of this is the action mode on. Okay? Understand this. Action wins over anxiety. Absolutely. Action wins over anxiety, and the outcome wins over your overthinking. Let me repeat. Your action wins over your anxiety, and your outcome defeats your overthinking. I introduced the concept of overthinking and self-talk in my previous episode. Go tune into that, listen to that. And yeah, I tell very less number of times. Do follow and subscribe to my channel. All right, we will work on this operating system and help you build your inner operating system and the outer operating system for you to become a wonderful high achiever that you will be proud of in a couple of years' time. So, coming back to the action mode needs to be on, because action will only silence the anxiety. The actions will silence the anxiety. And when you take action in the right direction, which we talked in pillar 1, under pillar 1, your actions in the right direction will be able to give you the desired result or the desired outcome. And those desired result and outcome will silence or defeat the overthinking and will get you into a calm and a peaceful and more of a joyful mode, which you will be proud of. Number 3. Let's talk about the system, the daily operating system that I have been talking for quite some time now. When I told your morning mindset works like a magnet, your morning mindset, the energy of your morning mindset must be created the same day, right? Isn't it? A lot of people do that. That's why those lot of people comes in those 80% who fails to achieve their goals and dreams, who lives an ordinary life, who lives a life that everyone lives. And if you live a life that everyone lives, you are a part of the chaos. You are a part of the crowd. But if you want to be one in the crowd, not just one in the crowd. If you want to be one in the crowd, then you must create that individual identity of yours. Work on that in a way that previous day you make your plan, and on the day you execute. So action and execution today, planning and preparation yesterday. Whether it is about a personal life or it is your work life. When you complete your work day, you must have your plan ready for what you are going to do the next day. Put those energy into a paper, into a notebook, into your system, or maybe your computer, laptop. Make your priorities, make your plan, make your preparation for tomorrow. Similarly, when you sleep in the night, that's the time you program your morning energy, your morning mindset. I don't want to tell you what you got to be doing, but I will tell you that one thing that you must not do. At least a couple of hours before you sleep, drop your mobiles. And may you read a book, may you write your journal, may you listen to some music, and that is how you put in the energy that your morning mindset will be built on, and that will attract the right mood, that will attract the right emotions for you to perform for the whole day the next day. And the fourth pillar that I would like to highlight is absolute accountability. Nothing can be achieved without accountability. Nothing. Accountability and achievement go hand in hand. Let me ask you something. Don't you use a mobile phone or a laptop? Right now, you must be listening to this episode through your mobile or through your laptop, isn't it? If I ask you right now, just pick up that cell phone or the laptop, throw it into the dustbin. What will you think? Ajay, are you crazy? Have you gone mad? Are you not going to tell me that? Exactly. Because you have invested your hard-earned money for that cell phone or that laptop that you are using every day. And you like to call it as that you are the owner of that cell phone or you are the owner of that laptop, isn't it? Exactly. My dear friends, today, before completing this episode, I would like to ask you, have you taken the ownership of your dreams? Have you taken the ownership of your goals? The time, the money, and the effort that you are going to invest to achieve that milestone, the goal, and the dream, have you taken the ownership and the accountability that I will achieve this anyhow? That is the reason I asked you, if your mind cannot wander about a lot of stuff for the entire year, for 2 years, for 5 years, think about just next 100 days, one milestone, one identity shift, and a new chapter of your life will begin. Take the complete accountability and the ownership of what you want to achieve and what do you need to put in to achieve that. My dear friends, before closing today, let me tell you something very important. Your inner world gives you meaning. Your outer world creates the magic, the momentum that you need to achieve. Your inner world creates the identity and your outer world creates the results. Your inner you is building that unshakable mindset and your outer operating system is built on the basis of the DOS, daily operating system, working on every day towards achieving that goal. This is how the high achievers rise, and this is how the high achievers accelerate their growth or the achievement in 100 days system. Focused 100 days system. The DOS that I talked about today is just an introduction towards our next episode. Our next episode will be talking about the final part of the high achievers operating system, the focus framework. My dear friends, be ready to tune into a wonderful episode and a powerful episode which is coming up the High Achievers 100 Days Focus Framework. Stay tuned, do subscribe and follow, and until next time, do remember, lead yourself, care for others, and inspire the world. Keep rising, keep smiling. Ajay Pandya signing off. Thank you.